Folks, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Ricer Parking!
Anyway, so new GR Corolla.
You're gonna, after you. Please, be my guest. Ian. Sit down, dude. I'm gonna put my cards on the table.
What's up, party people?
What's going on? What's going on? Season 1, episode 6. Damon abandoned me and Ian. He just left us. It's being held down by a weight right now because it's kind of lopsided.
I understand.
Okay.
I know what's going on.
Yep.
I have perception of all things. Knowledge of many things. Approximate knowledge of many things.
If you know that, then how big is my penis?
Again, this is
Approximate?
approximate.
Okay.
There's a margin of error here. Approximately
1 millimeter.
1 millimeter.
1 plank length.
Give or take 1 foot. So no, it could be less. 1 foot less.
It gives you a lot to think about. Or it could literally be inverted by
No, that's what I'm
a whole
saying.
foot.
Yeah, it could be inside you, an entire foot.
That's crazy.
So could it possibly be a foot and a millimeter? That's within the bounds. So.
It is. It is well within the bounds of everything I just said.
Yep.
So I just tried to buy a car, sort of. We all just went and test drove a Mazda Speed 3 in 2013. I like being in this chair a lot more. God, it's so comfy.
Yeah.
It's so comfy.
I think it also makes it more symmetrical. Y'all two are on the... Here, let me lower myself. I got bags on this thing. Oh, never mind. It's already lower.
Aired out.
Damn,
Static.
your ride height is still pretty high.
Yeah, bro.
Static.
Static life. Right at how you
Let's
park
go.
it. Right at how you park it.
Yeah, we just went and test drove a Mazda Speed 3, 2nd gen. Salesman was sort of a dick.
Yeah, what's his name?
Kong.
Kwong
Kwong.
or something.
I don't know.
Can't get him.
Yeah.
I still
don't know.
have his,
He didn't take me seriously at all.
I mean,
That's
Should he have?
part of the reason I
Yes.
said not to say you're not buying it.
So that he would have sucked my dick a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
it's a little bit of entertainment, you know.
That
sales rep
isn't
on his
enough
knees
to
for you.
sway me though. But
Yeah, I think-
what is enough to sway me is seeing all the supporting mods on that fucking car,
Yeah, the thing was
and
right
knowing
sick
that
in
he
that
probably
road,
had a cob access port hooked up at some point,
Yep.
probably pushing like 20 pounds of boost in that bitch. Knowing that like you can see, like if it was just an intake, just a downpipe. Actually, not even just a downpipe, because usually you have to tune for like a bigger downpipe.
Yeah.
Especially if it's catalyst. That one wasn't catalyst, but anyway. I digress. If it was just like an intake or just an intake and a blow off valve, then you'd be like, all right, like those can help without a tune.
Yeah.
But once I'm starting to see like motor mounts,
Mods that require tune.
downpipe, motor mounts don't require a tune, but that is
Yeah.
like if
But
you're just
You don't put motor mounts on a car with
Yeah,
an
if it's
intake.
not tuned.
yeah, you don't put motor mounts on a
They
car
knew
with
what they
stock
were doing.
power. Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, so once I start, like when he finally backed it out, goddamn, that guy took, what, 15 minutes?
I don't know. It's so long.
At least.
To back that car out?
That was absurd.
Once he finally backed it out, I heard it, I was like, yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
The cat back or whatever was stock just by the looks of it, but I was
Yeah,
like, that thing
that
has a
was
fucking-
definitely stock.
has a
But the downpipe
downpipe.
was definitely aftermarket.
Mhm.
I couldn't tell if it had aftermarket headers. I don't think it did.
It did
But I
not.
think it still had the cover on or whatever, the heat shield.
Yeah. I wanted to take it off, but there was a bolt on it.
A single bolt.
Yeah.
One
hanging on.
bolt.
One
Yeah,
bolt.
only
The other
one bolt on
hole was empty.
the top mounted intercooler cover.
Yep.
Which is always good to see. Also, that cork sport intake was the dirtiest thing I've ever seen.
Looked like a rat nest.
It
bro.
looked like dry rot.
yeah,
It was honestly so
it
bad.
was gross. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
We
there
should have
was-
taken some pictures.
I think there was mold on it.
Yeah, I should have taken some
Somebody
pictures.
definitely came on it. That's for sure. That thing was
Yeah,
putrid.
rear bumper was all like
creased.
creased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Front bumper was sagging hella
Yeah,
hard.
felt like a different material too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
felt
really
like-
did. It didn't feel like.
It felt like it was like cast out of
It was
soda
definitely
bottle plastic.
yeah, like the Duralast bumpers you can buy.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, not the Duralast.
Yeah.
Those super cheap
The black.
body kits.
Yeah, the black
my
ones that you have to
God.
wrap.
Yeah, it was just I don't know. It wasn't in the best shape. It everything that the Carfax told me and that the dealer advertised, which is like take with a grain of salt or multiple grains of salt, seemed like it was pretty clean. But I don't know. Just everything about it was like, yeah, this is definitely driven harder than they made it to look like.
Yeah, and it wasn't
yeah.
even which.
And when you're a dealership that big, you can do a lot to detail it to try to like
Yeah,
clean that up. But if you know what you're looking for, 'cause from it, like even like looking at that car, being inside that car, it was clean. It was really clean.
yeah,
But then you look under the hood and you're like, oh, that's like a 10-year-old filter right there.
Yeah, then you got like subs
Yeah,
in the back. You got
Yeah.
painted
yeah.
calipers
On the
spray
on
painted
the hatch
calipers.
cargo cover, there's just like these unhooked up subs just sort of hanging there, wires dangling. I was like,
Yep.
that's ghetto as fuck.
Yeah.
Like you could have at least taken those out.
They could have taken.
You like that.
Like, think about it. If you're trying to sell a Speed 3 to somebody, why would you not replace the cargo covers? Why would you not like strip the paint off the calipers? Like it seems like it would be pretty easy. Why would you not put that other screw in the engine cover?
Yeah, for
Why,
real.
why would you
Because-
not change the intake? Like I'm a little bit confused on why they just kind of.
because they literally don't care, and someone's gonna look at it and think that it's fine,
Yeah, it's true.
or like not know what they're looking for.
They know that they can get
And-
away with
and
selling
they'll
that
get
car
it.
for $18,000.
Like when I went to
Which-
look at one of the SIs recently, it had been in 3 accidents on the Carfax. All the body panels were off. There's different gaps between each wheel,
Goddamn.
like in the body. All the body panels were off. Literally everything was off. There's still like surface damage on some of the body panels. They're
Yeah.
still trying to get like $29,000 out the door for it.
That's absurd, bro. I don't understand
And
that.
I was like, yeah, I'm not about to spend that much money on a car that's been in 3 accidents and isn't even lined up properly.
Yeah.
And they try to tack on that $3,000 fee. That was like, oh, this is for getting the car ready to be sold. Blah blah blah. I was like, but you guys didn't fix it. I told him, I said, you guys didn't fix it though.
Yeah.
And
He
he's
didn't
Yeah.
like,
do anything to it.
he's like,
Shut your
boo
stupid ass
hoo,
up.
wee wee.
It's ridiculous. Like I
Yes.
can't believe that I even considered buying a car from 2013 with 100,000 miles on it for 18 grand. Might be the stupidest shit I've ever done.
I'm glad you finally came
Ian-
to.
yeah, I was talking.
Although
to
you
Ian.
were hyping me up quite a bit in the car.
You were, bro. I was like,
You
no, let's
were.
keep it realistic. I was like,
Well,
Ian, you're not
I
going to
appreciate
get the
you.
car.
Well, that was for other reasons.
Yeah,
That was for spite reasons.
yeah. that was
For
that was from a place of spite
yeah, no other
for a
good
third
reason.
party. Sort of a stick it to him, stick it to the man.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna check audio.
Okay, I guess I'll just fuck myself.
last time.
That's okay.
Small clap. My clap can be bigger than yours.
Whatever. Ian, get off your phone.
That was an impressive clap.
Thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you,
you,
that
thank
was
you,
me.
thank you, thank you, thank you,
That was me.
thank you,
No, it
thank
wasn't.
you,
We
thank you,
literally have
thank
video
you.
evidence. Anyway,
Okay, just watching the little sound bars. Have you seen those guys that are sound engineers that they can take? And I think it's a little more complex than this, but they take the waves of a sound, like saying a word, and they can figure out which word it is just based off of looking at the waves.
Yeah.
by looking,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I've gotten that way with like vape stuff because when I'm editing, like when I first started
Oh.
editing, I wanted to like cut it all out, and I could just tell from like the wave patterns that like me or Ian was hitting the vape.
Oh my gosh, that's
was
so
really
funny because it never appears in my audio.
Yeah,
that sound wave never appears in Ian or my audio, only in y'all's.
That's awesome.
nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Anyway, though, this Speed 3 was not the one for me. Bars. I drove. It was pretty fun to drive. I still suck at driving stick. That's okay. I didn't kill it. Those shifts were rough.
I have a video of Ian driving.
Pretty
They were pretty saucy. I'll say that
They were.
It
full of
was
flavor.
exciting.
Yeah, it was certainly kept you on your toes for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
got a little
Yeah.
wheel hop in there one time.
I mean,
Yeah, you did. You did like a little burnout. That was fun.
Yeah,
Dumped the clutch.
yeah, it was sort of fun.
Let's go. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, it's always hard to just get it into gear.
Oh yeah, you missed fifth.
Yeah, you downshifted.
You missed fifth or sixth.
Yeah, I was having a really hard time with that one.
Yeah,
I was pushing it over, and I was like, why? I had to push it over like a lot.
yeah.
for-
Some of them were kind of stiff. You
for
gotta like,
fifth.
yeah.
And that, I really wish I could have driven it. but-
Yeah, I wish you could have too, because you could have driven it right. But I definitely could have gotten used to that clutch.
Yeah, and
You
that's anytime you get on a new clutch, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I still want that car, but it is pretty absurd to try to sell that car for $18,000.
And then afterwards, after we checked out the car and everything, the dude was like, "I'm gonna be right back." Just walked in the dealership and started talking to somebody. We're
He
like,
just
"All right."
left.
Just walked
We're
off.
like, "Yeah, okay, we'll leave too." I
yeah,
guess.
that's fair. No,
So-
he knew we didn't want that shit.
Yeah, he could tell because when we walked in, he was like, "Which one of y'all's the lucky buyer?" And I was like, "Not ready yet." Like, I don't know why you're making that decision now, bro.
Yeah, and also like I think he could tell from like how hard we were analyzing it. He's like, they know this thing is a piece
yeah,
of shit.
yeah. Then he just like kind of gave up. He just walked inside
Yeah.
because we were like, "Oh, look at this bumper crease. Look at the no.
Yeah,
Look at the
I
intake."
think my favorite part of the whole thing was when we were looking at it and discussing it. Like right when we got out, he was like, "Yeah, man, it's pretty good, and
Oh yeah.
these are really hard to come by." And Quinn's like, no, they're not. He's like, "Really?" Quinn's like, "Yeah,
They are not hard to come by. at all.
Modified
I'm sorry.
Mazda
a modified
Speed
Mazda
3s.
Speed 3."
No, they're
Yeah,
not. Those
yeah.
things are ripe in the car market.
Yeah.
Like,
do you know what's
there's
hard
no
to come
shortage.
by? One that has not been modded at all.
Yeah.
Manual. Oh, they only come in manuals.
They only come in
Sorry.
manual.
I always forget that.
So yes, manual.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was right.
You were
Yeah.
right.
So I'm like,
Technically.
this isn't exactly a gem right here, dog. All right.
This is like a piece of granite, you know?
Like,
I really did want to just like I wish that he came back. I want to hit him with like a crazy low ball.
yeah.
You're like 10,000 right now.
8,000 on the spot and I'll buy this.
Yeah. That's what it's worth. That's more than
$5.
what it's worth realistically.
like when that guy came back with the that Civic that I said had been crashed 3 times. He's like, "So like, what are you thinking?" I was like, "Well, you're not gonna like my offer, but I'll take 12,000. 12,000 out the door, and I'll take it." He's like, "Yeah, we can't do that." I was like, "I know
Yeah.
you can't. 'Cause
Yeah.
you guys are just gonna sell it to someone who doesn't know what to
Yeah.
look for, and
Yeah,
you're gonna screw them out of a bunch of money for a
Piece
shitty
of
car."
shit.
take advantage of them and yeah, dog.
Hey, but to be completely fair, when my GTI is in the gutter, which it already is right now, me and Dad try to sell it to somebody, we're gonna do exactly that. We're gonna make it look nice, make it look pretty. We're gonna be like, "This thing runs like a Butte,
Oh, yeah.
you can't-
20,000."
You're gonna,
Smooth as butter.
you're gonna have to cut this out, bro.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
leaving it
literally incriminating yourself.
in. Is that technically fraud or something like that?
I'm pretty sure it's against the law.
Yeah.
Well,
That's false advertising.
HPD, come lock me up, please.
Be more like the SEC. I don't know actually.
ISD Police Department.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have to cut that out because it's a little bit too
That's
specific.
a little too doxy. Yeah, anyway though. So car market is fucked right now.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I'm
seems
really
like-
mad that like it's like now that I'm like ready to buy a car is like when car prices are at its worst.
Everything's at its worst.
Yeah, and
right?
they're never gonna get better either. At least
Probably
not for
not.
several years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know it's gonna take a while.
So
I just hope that they don't get any worse. You know,
Oh, they will probably.
probably will. But at least I know that like the best move is to probably still buy from some guy on Facebook.
yeah,
You just I met this guy through this Civic thing, and he's like a master mechanic, got like all the licenses. He's the dude that came out and looked at my Civic after we hydrolocked it, and I've like taken it to him before. He's got one of those $15,000 OBD2 reader things,
Oh yeah.
just super crazy. You can
Like-
just see literally everything
Yeah,
going on in the
yeah.
car, and he'll come out and look at it and like run a full inspection on it, compression tests, like the super deep decoder on everything. The engine,
I
for
Did you
might-
have to pay him?
$100.
I might. Can you send me like his number or something? Because I need that done to the GTI to know everything that's wrong with it.
Sure, yeah.
It's gonna be a whole rap sheet, bro. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like from
10 pages
hands
long.
to my feet. Like that thing's gonna be insane. I can't wait.
He's really good. He's a funny dude. He's a cool guy. His SI was, he had an SI and it was like full 271. Like all his parts were 271. It's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
7-1. Oh, is it? Don't they make aftermarket parts?
Mhm,
I
yeah.
forgot, yeah.
It's pretty cool. But
So,
yeah.
um,
But yeah, he'll do it for $100, and most like traveling mechanics that do stuff like that, it's like 200 plus.
Yeah, send me his number. I want him to run a compression test.
Yeah.
Because, okay, we talked about this in the last episode, but I'll insert a clip of when I drove my GTI.
Oh, that was not good.
Clink.
Yep. Okay. And then before that happened, I had started it because I was like, okay, well, I'll just start it right now. I forgot to hook up one coolant hose, so coolant was just spitting out of like a hose. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta hook that up. And then I hooked it up and I started it again. I was like, it sounds really dry. Like the engine sounds way too dry.
oh,
to
wonder why.
I wonder why that is. And then I was like, shit, while we were trying to do the timing chain, which I'm going to have a Euro car garage do because I'm a pussy. While we were trying to do it, we drained the oil. So I started my engine twice without oil. And I was like, that's not good. And then I was like, you know what I need to do? I need to take it on the road and give it a test drive. And then the timing chain slipped again. And I was like, yep.
What do you think that clink was?
I was reanalyzing the moments and I was like, I have 2 spare rims in the back of my car. It was probably that.
I'd still like to think that it was like your steering rack.
Yeah,
or
I like to
something.
think
Yeah,
that too.
I want it to be something else.
Because
For...
it got 300 likes on Instagram, so
Oh,
I'm not
Yeah.
going to tell him that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like one of our most liked posts on Instagram is the GTI being a piece of shit.
Yep. Maybe I should just keep the GTI as an asset to make fun of on Instagram.
Yeah, literally just
monetize it.
it's
Yeah.
comedy gold.
It
bro.
literally is. That whole car,
It's a joke.
front bumper, just depraved. Like no hope in
I
fixing
love
it.
popping the hood and seeing like the Bondo and the cement spots that
Bondo,
are still cracked.
yeah, Bondoed.
Dude.
My headlights in place. Everything is held on by zip ties and Bondo, and that's why I love that car.
Bro.
it's
Oh,
so
bleep that.
shit.
Her Camry, the front bumper was coming off because like in the wheel well, that part that like clips in was like everything was cracked in there, so it was completely falling off like an Altima, basically. And so I just put it back into place, drilled through the plastic and the body panel, like in 10 different spots, and just put screws in it.
Hell yeah.
Hey, that works, bro.
Super ghetto, but it's on there now. So
Yeah, it fucking works. Dude. Okay, sorry.
Y'all
my bad.
both talk so goddamn loud. It's crazy.
what do you mean?
Jesus Christ.
He jumped.
Yeah, that was so loud.
Dude, just I hate to say it, but I don't know. I mean, this isn't a hot take, but the Mustang is starting to garner a whole lot of my respect, bro.
It is a good car. Remember we were talking about this. Like, I don't think the Mustang should be considered as a crowd killer. I think the real menaces of muscle cars are the Mopars, as per
Yeah,
usual.
I mean, I think it's I think you see with Mustangs a lot because, you know, they had the live axle. Obviously, you still see crashes with the new gen, the S550, but also like you see just as many crashes with Mopars. So
Yeah, MVQs.
I
Yep.
think it's just MVQs. It's just accessible power, which means that there's like a million of them
Yeah.
that are for sale, which means that people buy them and just put the pedal to the metal and don't know what to do. Like once it starts sliding.
Yeah.
Like guess what? Guess how easy it is. Once it's sliding, you just take your foot off the fucking pedal.
that's true. You don't have to keep on
Dumbass.
gassing it. You can stop gassing it.
Just take your foot
Well,
off the pedal.
The key though is to actually full throttle and steer into it, and then
Turn into a
once
360.
and then once it corrects, drop a gear, pull the e-brake, and then shove it into reverse and just reverse out.
Yep, exactly.
That's the real key.
exactly.
That's what people don't understand.
yeah, recover with style.
Yep.
Yeah, nobody wants to see you just like, oh, stop, dent your trucks. It's boring. Even if it means you save lives, I don't care.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't care.
you have to J turn into a crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely make a U-turn, throw it into reverse, and go into the crowd in reverse.
Yeah, they like
That way, when you want to leave, you can take off quick.
they put their arm around the passenger seat and look into the crowd as they reverse into
Like,
it.
the dad turn.
You're like, yep. That's so
like
funny.
adjusting the backup camera angles just to make sure that they're hitting like the maximum amount of people.
They got like that 3D shit.
Yeah,
and,
they
like,
got that like that bird's eye view. And they're like adjusting so they can hit them all.
Did y'all see? This is it wasn't a Mustang crash, but this twin turbo Mustang pulled out of a gas station and like I don't know what they were doing. They were probably racing or something. But a cop gets behind him and starts to pull him over, and the dude hits his brakes and just takes off, like brake boosted on the cop.
No, you foul,
like
bro.
you can see it and hear it in the video.
You really foul.
He hits the brakes, it's like, and then it's just, and
I saw this
gone.
one where there's a Hellcat doing donuts at an intersection, and like a cop pulled up, but like he didn't want to like get too close in case like they were to crash. So the cop was just sitting with his lights on, sort of, and you know the cop is like, you know, he's whoop whoop at him. He got the lights on. He's just sort of waiting for him to stop. He just keeps going.
Oh no!
He goes on for like another like full minute, and then he just like he doesn't stop. He just straightens out and just takes off.
Dang.
Like that's like
He's probably calling his lawyer in that minute.
Yeah.
The lights come on. He's like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "Keep the drift."
Yeah, modulating the throttle the whole time while trying to dial his lawyer.
Yeah. Hello, Saul. We're gonna have some issues.
So that's funny.
Hey, so
I
we
like
got
that reference.
We got good news and bad news. Good news is we got your payment. Bad news is they gave you life. Sayonara. Yeah, dude. If there's one thing that I will give Mopar owners is they got fucking balls.
They do. They be doing crazy ass shit in front of cops.
It's not in a good way.
Yeah, they do be scamming
It's
and
like
robbing.
It's like
And
this
plundering
crazy
and hitting
like,
licks and
it's like this crazy like false confidence because you got like 700 horsepower under the hood.
you also got a monthly payment for the car.
But hey, it gives me
10-year payment.
good entertainment, bro.
Bro, if I could finance a Hellcat over 10 years, I would.
Really?
Yeah, you think I'm not gonna pay $100 a month for a Hellcat? What? The problem is when it gets like finance it for 36 months and you have a $5,000 payment.
Yeah. Well, it's
That's
a
when it
problem
becomes a
when the
problem.
interest that they're giving you over 10 months adds up to like half
$1
the
million.
Yeah.
like at least like half the value of the car itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw this other one. It was like a cop dash cam, chase cam, whatever.
Chase cam.
Yeah, he was like
Chase
pursuing
cam.
this. The video said it was a demon. God,
You're so loud. I don't know how you're so loud, Ian.
sometimes people talk loud, sometimes
well,
people
stop.
talk quiet.
Stop.
Stop.
Do you just want me to talk monotone?
Yes, that was so funny, Ian.
Do you want me to do like the text to speech voice?
Yes.
You know that new one that they have where it's like the dude, he sort of has like a New York accent.
Oh yeah.
The
no.
TikTok one?
That
Yeah.
one.
That's
Or-
Rocket from.
Yeah, that's
Avengers.
Rocket. I remember. I remember.
The text to speech sound
Yeah.
that they
Yeah.
use in
They-
TikTok is Rocket.
They
Yeah.
use Rocket from what's the Galaxy bitch
Guardians of the
boys?
Galaxy?
The Galaxy.
Really? It
Galaxy
doesn't
bitch
really
boys.
sound like him.
Yeah.
It is.
sounds
It's
like
supposed to be him.
Gravelly, like New Yorker guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I almost hate that one more.
Why is your car on?
New car challenge. No rev, just idle. Shut up.
Who said only manuals could do this trend?
Y'all are so good at it.
Then it's a guy in an automatic BRZ like putting it from like park to neutral to drive to reverse, and then putting it to manual and just rocking it back and forth.
I saw a dude in a BMW do it with paddle shifters. He's like,
Dun it,
yeah.
dun it.
Who said
goofy as
only
shit.
BRZs were slow?
David, you're so good at it.
Good at it.
I got a BRZ, so I got 7 settings. Slow, 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 and slow in reverse. I saw that like actually
God, that's
today.
really good. You're really good at that. I saw one where it was like,
Thank you. Thank you.
You made Damon's day, Ian.
never mind, I take it back.
Okay.
I saw one where dude was in a manual BR or a automatic BRZ, and he like took out like the little plate on the side of like the shift boot that has like the
Oh yeah.
automatic marks on it. He just tore it out and then like tucked like the rest of the boot under, so it just looked like the full circle like the
Oh my
manual would
gosh.
have.
Oh no.
I'm like, oh my god, bro.
I
Brilliant.
saw one clip where a girl had an automatic cart, and she had made it look like an actual shift boot. And she's like, I love like just rowing gears and on the highway. And she was just pushing it back and forth, and everybody in the comments was losing their mind.
She's just
Yeah.
there like in the GTI, just like boop.
Exactly, just like that. And so
So
like
just more like this. Like does it shift when you want it to?
like a CVT, just a CVT.
Except if it was Quinn's, it would be like.
It'd be like this.
There'd be some grinding in the background the whole time.
The question I have for you about that, and sorry for getting off topic here, but that turbo whistle, that sounds nothing like an actual turbo whistle. When it
Oh, on my
starts
car?
screaming, yeah.
No,
There's
it's
no
like
like a beep, like an
There's no
electronic
like
beep.
It's literally
It's-
just like you're on the throttle, and then once it gets like high in the revs and the boost kicks in, it's just like that's literally it,
Yeah,
bro.
what are you
how do
doing?
you make that noise?
Yeah, what's going on with that?
No, so
Who said Volkswagen boys didn't have a turbo sound?
It literally sounds like an electronic beep.
it does. I think I have some videos of it, but I think it's my intake setup.
The first time I rode in it and heard it, when I still lived at the old house, I thought it was like a
A shift.
a shift
Yeah.
indicator to
No.
tell
Yeah.
you when to shift.
Yeah, it sounds
I mean, it kind of
electronic.
is, right? You know, but it's just my intake setup. I have I think it's a Euro tuning.
Who said you need a shift indicator when you got an intake setup?
When you got a Euro tuning intake setup.
Beep. Beep.
But yeah, I have some videos of it. I'll insert them now. Just in general, my car doesn't. It's not like logical. It's not even
It
like
doesn't make
a
any
real
sense.
car. I think it's just a fake car.
It sounds like no turbo whistle I've ever heard.
Like VW. How do you manage to make such like, and just like how do they make such a bad car?
How do you make a Lamborghini and then you make a GTI?
Exactly. How do you make a
an Aventador
Bugatti?
SVJ and then
how do you make an Audi RS3, Aventador SVJ,
TTRS? How do you make
Audi
these cars?
R8,
Like how do you make these
And then
amazing
make
Bugatti
cars?
Chiron?
And then make the 2012 Mark 6 GTI. Like,
Yeah.
like who did that?
Piece of
Fire.
shit.
They probably already have fired them because they realized how shitty they did on this specific year of the Mark 6. Like, how do you mess it up that bad? I'm so confused with that much
Yeah,
money.
dude.
Like, this is taken. It took the night before my prom. I spent like the entire night before my prom night to get that car running so I could have it to take to prom. Didn't work. Everything I tried. I was up until like 4 a.m. in the garage.
Quinn's
It
just
was-
laying on the mechanic thing crying.
It was rain. It was pouring rain. I had an umbrella, like a backyard umbrella, over my hood so I could work on my car. I was up until 4 a.m.
Didn't
working
you
on
say-
that piece of shit.
And I'm not trying to make fun of you, but just to emphasize like the brokenness that you felt. Didn't you say you legitimately did cry?
I
that
did.
night?
I cried.
I understand, bro.
Dude, you're like, I'm just imagining you in your prom clothes, like in your prom clothes, just like
It was the night before
punching
prom.
the air.
It was the night before prom. But yes, I cried. I was literally a broken man
on
that
the
night.
creeper at 4 a.m. in the rain, sobbing.
Dude, it was so bad. It was all because of the water pump, bro. How does one car have so many problems? Especially such a big company like VW. They're one of the biggest companies in the entire world. How do they have such big problems? Like
Yeah.
tensioners.
Well, Microsoft is bigger.
Comcast is bigger.
That's true.
Same with Alibaba. Amazon.
Alibaba can suck my dick, bro.
I'm finna buy a turbo from Alibaba, but they're only like $100 there.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Full turbo kit.
No, we're getting scammed, bro. They're charging you $2,000 for just a Garrett turbo.
See.
You could buy Alibaba turbo for $100.
It's like a mini rigid,
But-
shop
Quinn,
vac.
I'm gonna send you the
you
picture.
buy it.
that
You
gotta
buy it.
put
It's
up with
3D
this.
printed.
Yeah.
It's made out of plastic.
What you don't realize is with Amazon FBA, or FBA, you can do you can buy a turbo on Alibaba for $100 and sell it for 2,000.
Oh my god.
No one's doing this.
Drop ship.
Drop ship.
Oh shit! Video just stopped.
Uh-oh.
Can I send you something, Quinn, or will it stop the video?
Dude, that's what your turbo sounds like.
I can't watch it right now because my phone's up there.
Yeah, or show it to him or whatever.
But if I send it to you, will it stop the video? No. This is the turbo you get off Alibaba.
Hey, as long
The
as it's
size of a
functional,
grain
bro.
of rice.
A 0.5 psi of boost. That's enough for like 1 horsepower.
Damn, bro, you're probably gonna need like a 0.5 millimeter wastegate on that, bro.
I think so.
God damn, that's insane.
You know what I want to do to Dad's car? The caddy. Like my dream build for his car would be supercharge it, slam it, put it on some blue tinted chrome wheels with a brown metallic paint, make that shit clean, and then like
I
Blue-
disagree.
Blue
Like-
chrome wheels
No,
and
no, no,
the
no.
car is painted brown.
no, I'm not talking like dark blue. I'm talking like touch of blue in the chrome, just a touch, little.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Shut the fuck up.
And then you
Damon.
would paint the car brown.
like not like ugly brown, like.
I don't think you should be trusted.
Yeah, I don't like it. Good try though.
Yeah.
It was good effort. Like really.
Yeah, I don't know.
actually.
Maybe play around on Forza a little bit. Try out some new combinations.
I will. I'll make the car of my of because they have the Cadillac ATS-V that's close enough, kind of. I'll play around.
Oh, also I'm thinking about. Not really. I probably wouldn't, but you could get an ATS coupe like 2016, 2017 for like cheaper than SI
Yeah.
right now.
Ian, they're
Should I
good
do it?
cars.
Should I do it? Should I get an ATS coupe?
Yeah.
Not manual.
Not manual, but you can buy manuals for the V6 Camaro. I'm pretty sure.
I would rather buy a
Swap 'em.
99 Civic EX coupe with a manual than an ATS with not a manual.
Yep. I'd rather have a 87. I'd rather have a 1980 280ZX not working in manual than a
I'd rather have,
brand new Lamborghini Aventador SVJ in automatic.
I'd rather have a stock non-GTE automatic Supra than a twin turbo tuned Lamborghini Huracan.
I'd rather have the 1910 Model T.
There's so many TikToks about that. And it's true though. It's like JDM boys be like, I'd rather have like a bug-eyed WRX than like
Than $1 trillion.
than a LaFerrari.
Yeah, you literally sell that.
Like what the
Get-
fuck are you talking about,
Get
bro?
20 of your dream car,
Yeah, or but
just drive it.
Let's assume that like
You can't
you
sell
know,
it.
yeah, you're stuck with that car. You're still telling me.
No, regardless, I'd still take that, bro. Take it to any public place. Everybody's gonna be looking at you. Take it to any drag strip,
Let's-
like local drag strip. You're
Okay,
most likely
cams,
gonna.
headers, straight pipe, a bug eye. Now what's not? Now who's looking?
Now who's
Everybody.
talking?
Bug eye with a flat six swap.
That would be.
Bug eye with
Crazy.
a LaFerrari swap, 488 swap.
Ooh. No, there's this guy I just started following on Instagram. Shout out Smedia, I think his name is. He has a last gen WRX STI that he swapped the Subaru SVT 3.3 flat six into, which didn't come turbo, but you know,
You can
of course,
turbo it.
turboed it. God, that thing is fucking.
What's a flat six?
It's fucking.
It's that same.
It's just a boxer six. They're all the same. Flat boxer H,
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I love the sound of flat
Yeah.
sixes.
No, yeah. I mean,
They
yeah,
sound
like
so good.
Porsche 911's
Yep.
Okay.
flat six. Yeah.
Mhm.
God, and those,
Isn't that naturally aspirated?
the 911s?
Yep.
I
I think the older ones used to be.
they
and
they
used
had
to make
a
like
they had a
450.
supercharged one. They had a
Supercharged.
yeah. We saw one at Cars and Coffee.
Oh my god.
It was a supercharged flat six. They obviously the 911 turbo. That's one of the
Yeah.
most well known like sports cars of all time. But a lot of them are naturally aspirated. I mean the GT3 RS naturally aspirated 4-liter flat six.
And they make some good power.
Making 500 horsepower.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you couldn't make that out of a naturally aspirated V6.
That is one of the best sounding engines I've ever heard.
It sounds
in my
so
life.
good.
Bro, people driving a 4.6 liter Mustang, the V8 4.6 liter Mustangs are gonna be like, yeah, but still not a V8.
Yeah.
Doesn't last as long.
Still not a V8.
It's not American made.
That is a sexy sounding engine. But yeah, that's the kind of engine that came in the Subaru SVT.
Isn't the 4.6 in the Mustang the same V8 that's in the Crown Vic? I think it is.
Probably, because they were made at like the same time.
Yep. So you got a Crown Vic, bro.
Yeah, you got a Crown Vic without back seats, or not even without back seats, without extra doors. Dumbass.
Nice one, silly.
I gotta go
goose.
drain my balls real quick. Give me a sec.
Stupid, silly goose. It's okay. We'll keep talking without you.
Yeah, that means I'm gonna jerk off.
Fuck.
By the way,
Yeah, dude. Going back to what I said originally, though, Mustangs. I just like, you can't really hate on them. You know, hate on the drivers, whatever. But the S550 is so versatile.
It's a good car.
It handles good. It's good in a straight line. You can make drift builds out of it. You can make drag builds out of it. You can make like autocross builds out of it if you take enough weight out.
I really like the generation before the current one
Really?
because it still retains some of that like boxiness and more classic muscle car look, but
Yeah.
it's also modern enough that
Yeah, that one still has live axle though, right?
I'm not sure. I have no idea.
I think. I think.
I like that look better.
I think they didn't introduce the or the independent rear, if that's even what it is. I think it's independent rear.
I don't know.
Until the S550. I do think the S550.
Did the audio stop? What's going on right now?
I think it's just not pulled up.
Everything goes to shit. Oh, let's go.
I think besides the whatever generation the like 69 Boss 302 was, I think the S550 is the best looking Mustang. Second best looking Mustang, and then
That's fair.
first best would be those like late
Yeah, but
60s,
that's-
early 70s.
Yeah, that's a classic muscle car look.
You can't beat that, bro. I think that's the same chassis that they built the Unicorn off of, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is just, God, that car is just, like,
Has
is that the best car ever made?
Has anything ever beat it?
I don't think anything's beat it. Things gone close.
There was
But also, like, when you have Ken Block driving, bro, he could be driving anything and still beat you. He could be driving a fucking EG hatch.
I mean, maybe like
Beat
around
you.
like a circuit or something.
No, yeah, I'm exaggerating, but
I really do want to autocross at some point, though. I think that would be so fun.
I think the FRS would be FRS BRZ would be one of the best autocross cars, because I know it's weak, but when you look at autocrossing, time attack, anything like that, you don't have enough straights for that
Yeah, but it's also not torquey at all.
power to really matter. Yeah, I know that, but if like an FRS with like headers and a tune, you could probably out autocross most other cars. And that's what I've heard, like, because I've been following like more autocross pages and stuff, and you have like Miatas with like, you know, basic bolt-ons and a tune, and you have FRS BRZ's basic bolt-ons and a tune, and you have them outrunning cars that are like, that have like twice, 3 times as much horsepower as them.
Yeah.
That's because they're like,
Can't use it.
yeah, you can't.
You
Like,
can't put it down.
all that matters is being able to maintain speed through the many corners that autocross has, especially when they're tight like that. When they're that tight and you're in like a 3,000-pound car, like you're not going to be able to, you're going to have to brake so hard. You're going to have to like be doing like minimal throttle throughout the turns. If you're in like a slow car, like a slow rear wheel drive fun car like the FRS or Miata, like you're going to be able to literally gun it throughout those. And I know gunning it means different things
Yeah.
when you're in a car with like 170 wheel,
But it doesn't matter because the throttle, like how much you push the throttle down, like if you were to do that in a like specced out Mustang GT, you'd start drifting.
yeah,
It's a lot harder to like maintain the power.
yeah, do
through a
that.
turn
Do that in
as
like
compared to like a BRZ.
do that
Do
in
that
like,
in a Lamborghini.
Do it. Do it.
like try to do that in like like a Q50 or something, rear wheel drive, twin turbo V6. Or like a Supra or anything like that. Like you're just gonna spin out. Try to do that in like a powerful hot hatch.
But
try to do
also-
that in like a Civic Type R.
Also, like
Actually, I don't even know if that's a good comparison because the
It's-
Civic Type R is
it's-
so fucking good.
it's a
Yeah.
lot easier to like control the amount of power you put down if there's like you still have a good amount, but it's a lot smoother. So you can control it if it's like instant or if it's like with the Q60, Q50, there's turbo lag. And so it's going to jump up at some random point.
Yeah, but it's
It's a
not
lot
even
harder
that.
to
When
control.
you're in a car that you can fully ring out like a slower car again, like FRS Miata, and you're doing autocross, you don't have to worry about like you can use your entire rev range during turns.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
sorry.
Also, people that can actually drive and have a turbo, you can stay in boost the whole time you're driving if you want to.
yeah,
Like if you really want to.
yeah. And if you're tuned and you're on an aggressive tune, like you could make it so then, like, because I mean a lot of cars, especially nowadays, boost by gear.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can literally make it so you're full boost in like fucking first gear, which I don't know how
Destroy
much that's
everything.
gonna help you, but
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
would really like to, like, once I get a Civic again, or if I get a FRS, I really want to, because that's what I like. My mods, I like them to be like practical, I guess,
yeah,
like actually function. Like I wouldn't put so much camber on my car that it's so much negative camber that it starts to hurt it,
yeah,
but just enough so that way it's actually practical, and like
like
just
it could
the stuff
actually,
has to
like-
actually enhance the performance of it.
yeah, like stuff that could actually help on like the track or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be really fun to, like, once we all have cars, to autocross them.
Yeah, and that's the one thing about like the Mazda Speed is that, I think it's a super fun daily driver, and I mean all the cars that we're talking about in this category are, I think that this car is probably a more fun, or the Mazda Speed is probably more fun daily driver than like the FRS, just because you can like, you get boost noises and
More power.
goes fast, and it's a decent like low class like front wheel drive drag platform,
Mhm.
because you're already pushing so much power. So if you just want to gun in a straight line, like against other front wheel drive cars, you might have a little bit of an advantage there. But it would probably suck on the track, at least the second gen, because it's heavier.
Well, it took
Torque
those
steer is
it,
so
it took
bad.
those corners kind of
It,
good.
it seemed like it handled
Yeah,
decent.
it was
Yeah,
zippy.
and obviously like once you're putting like wider tires on and coils, and
Yeah.
then it's like,
a lot better.
that's helping a fucking lot. But man, it's just like every time I think about it, it's like, yeah, but like what if I wanted to like track or autocross? Like I would love to be in an FRS for that shit. I would
Yeah.
love to be in an FRS pushing 170 to the wheel and taking those corners max speed. Like
Yeah, if I still lived
that'd
in
be
Utah,
so fun.
if I still lived in Utah, I would without a doubt get an FRS. Like there wouldn't even be hesitation on it.
Yeah, that's the thing, because when
Canyon carving.
Yeah,
when you're
but
here in
some-
Houston, it's just like,
It's only highways. You want something fun.
You do
Yeah.
need a little bit more power to have an enjoyable time.
Yeah.
yeah, you want
So-
to get to curvy roads, you got to drive like
It's
hours.
interesting how geography influences like car culture.
Yeah,
Because in here, it's all about power. And of course, there's like the stance builds and slabs and stuff like that. But like the main thing is just like getting your car as powerful as possible because that's all we have.
yeah, but drag racing is like huge down here. Like you got Texas 2K.
Yep.
Freaking Hennessy is down the road.
Yeah, and they're all about like great like top speed.
Yeah.
You got these long ass stretches of freeway that like how else are you supposed to enjoy your car unless you're like
And
running like
yeah.
running like 10, 12 second quarter miles.
Yeah.
Since it's so like flat here, there's no curvy roads either. Like regardless if there's canyons or anything. Like since there's no hills, all the roads are just straight.
Yeah, you really have to find them.
You really have to like look
we've
hard.
been on some.
There's that one next to Bucky's that we went on with my GTI.
Yeah, that
Remember
one,
that?
That one's fun.
Also,
that's
that
fun.
one, you can bleep it.
Yeah.
Over that we drove the GTI on the other.
I think that's one he was talking about.
That's yeah. It's
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you can find them, but it's still like it's not as satisfying as like driving through like the mountains because when you're driving on windy roads here, it's like what the fuck is the point of them?
yeah.
They could go straight if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And lots of police officers.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a lot harder for cops. to
There's no
just be-
mountains to obscure the view of police officers.
Yeah.
Because like there's a height difference between like say a police officer up the road, you're gonna have to go up the mountain more before they can see you. Like, but here it's just like they can look a mile that way and they'll see you on the road. Be like,
Yeah.
oh, he's speeding.
And when you're on a mountain, there's not really like many good places where cops can just like sit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also,
if
Houston,
they're on the edge, just bump them off.
Yeah.
yeah. Also, Houston cops are fucking annoying. So
Yeah, they're brutal,
There's that.
bro.
Yeah, you just, and that's why America has muscle cars, because in big cities where most people live, it's just straight roads.
Yeah, exactly.
Most people live in suburbs or in big cities, and you have straight roads. In Japan, there's smaller cars because it's one, all the emission laws, but two, there's smaller roads. They're tighter. There's mountains.
Yeah,
There's
you got mountains,
you
and-
know all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah,
Even-
that's why there's such like a small like that's why there's such a focus on like handling.
yeah,
Even if
Yeah.
you're in a front wheel drive car, like
yeah. Even
fucking Integra, like that thing handles like a dream. Integra
Yeah.
Type R.
even in Utah with the mountains, I mean, unless you go to a canyon to drive on curvy roads, which is super easy to do, you can find them anywhere, but like most of the driving's still on highways and
Yeah.
like straight roads. So
Yeah.
it's just because we have a lot more room, though. Like the USA is huge, so obviously we're gonna make a lot of straight roads. Like, why make it difficult? To
Yeah.
travel?
We also just have like a lot of flat land. But
Yeah.
yeah, dude. I mean, in a perfect world, I mean, not a perfect world, but a more ideal world for me, I would have like, I don't know, just like a little hot hatch for like my daily driver, and then I would have like a.
why do you like hatches?
They're practical
Who cares?
and they're fast.
You don't get a fast car to be practical.
But he said
But-
daily
but
driver.
I'm saying like if I could have like two cars, like my daily practical one would be like a hot hatch, and then I would have like a rear wheel drive coupe.
I disagree.
like as like a daily driver, like going to Home Depot picking up some lumber. You don't want the fucking FRS. Like that's why he's saying he'd have.
Okay,
the hatch.
respectfully, you're gonna fit just as much lumber in an FRS as you are in a
No,
Mazda
you're
Speed.
not.
No, you're not. What do you mean?
Bro, go pick up
Nah,
10
nah, you're
2 by
tripping about this,
10
bro.
10-foot 2x4s.
What if I'm like hauling like luggage or something?
Bro, how much luggage do you have?
What if I'm moving?
What if he's moving?
I could move everything that I
For example,
own,
in my GTI, when I helped Ian move, it destroyed my water pump. So there you
Yes.
go.
But I fit like everything in there.
Okay, you might have to take 2 trips in an FRS.
Nope. That's
Why the fuck
you're
would I
just,
do
You're
that?
just lying at this point, Damon. I'm sorry.
Why would I do that?
I don't even know what
disagree.
you're saying.
See, that's what I'm saying. I would have like a practical one as the daily driver, and then like for the weekend track car.
Isn't that logical?
Yeah,
Like, I don't
but
know why you hate hatches so much.
They're so ugly. That's why. That's why I hate
You're
them, 'cause
ugly,
they're
Damon.
ugly.
It's not even like
They're
relevant.
ugly.
Yo, mama's
Here's
ugly.
They're
mad 'cause
ugly.
most of them are faster than anything you're gonna
ugly.
buy.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
ugly.
Most of them are faster than anything
They're
you're gonna
ugly.
buy.
Damon, your cock is ugly.
They're ugly.
Yo, mama's ugly.
They're ugly.
Yo, dad is ugly.
They're ugly.
You're ugly.
They're
Yeah.
ugly.
Hey, you're gonna be looking ugly too in my rearview mirror, cuz.
Ooh!
You c-
Call him
Ooh.
out. Call him out.
Oh,
Call him
God.
out. Call him out.
I'm
you
sorry,
can learn how
I'm
to
sorry.
shift, and then you
I'm
can
sorry.
say,
No, please
Oh,
leave
no.
me alone. Please leave me alone.
Quinn, insert the video.
You're so wrong for that. I
you,
don't.
you can learn how to shift, and then maybe I'll be in your rearview mirror. Maybe.
Hey, that's not
I'm
his fault,
sorry.
though.
We talk a lot of shit for a couple motherfuckers with no cars.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 3 motherfuckers
Yeah, no,
with
that's
no
true.
cars.
You know what I realize? I'm
Mm.
just the average GTI owner.
Yeah.
Stock height, $2,000 rim set, a downpipe exhaust, cold air intake tune. I'm
Yeah.
just that. I'm like,
Except most other GTI drivers at least like sort of work. Their cars sort of work.
yeah. So I'm even worse, and I usually
Yeah.
like to flame other GTI owners, but I realize I'm literally contributing to the problem.
Yeah,
I am the problem.
yeah, you are.
So what do you guys think? Should I just like kill myself?
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
you should get rid of the car.
Also, though, disrespectfully, if I got an SI again, if I put the same shit I had on plus a downpipe and a flex fuel kit, I'll be at like 300 wheel.
I believe it. I think you could do
If
that.
I did that, I would, like on the Mazda Speed 3, I would be at like 350 wheel.
Yeah, but you still can't shift. So how's that going to help you?
Okay, I know that. If I own,
Okay.
If he
I
owns
own
one,
that
he'll get
car,
good.
I'm gonna get better at shifting.
Okay, do it, and I'll still gap you.
I can't wait for you to gap.
You're gonna get like a flat foot shifting tune.
I had a flat foot shifting
Yeah, you
tune.
did.
Oh yeah, you did.
I never used it because it just felt silly.
Like goes against the habit. Yeah, no, I don't know, bro.
Get nitrous. Not tell you guys.
Yeah, never tell us.
100 shot of nitrous just for when we race.
Yeah, I'm racing you and I look over to you and I see you like unscrewing something. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then
I'm
yeah,
just shifting.
I see
I'm
like
just shifting.
smoke go out.
Yeah, you see like the nitrous
You, like
purge.
gas, like
Like, what's that?
shoot,
What's
what
that?
the
What's
hell
that?
is that? What
Coming
the
out
hell is
his-
that? And he's like, oh, I'm just airing out. Why are you airing out in the middle of a race? And then
Psych, nitrous purge.
I see you hit a button and you just go. What the fuck?
Literally start flying because the like downforce.
Oh, yeah. Also, even once you do learn to shift, I'm still going to beat you because you don't know how to hit the gas pedal on the third honk.
It was literally like my first time racing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish I could have done better for you.
I also wish that.
So then you could respect me more. So you could love me more.
Once you
But
beat
it's
me
okay.
in a
If,
race,
if I'm undeserving of that at this point, I understand.
once you beat me in a race,
I will earn that.
and I'm not going to race you until I have my car at 300 wheel, at least.
That's fair. Something that I think I was trying to say this before I didn't get it finished, but I saw this video. The video said it was a demon. It could have been a Hellcat too, but it was like I guess it was like a pursuit cam from a cop car. He was like in pursuit of like this Dodge, going hella fast, and then
hella cat.
and then he had like a brake light cut off.
Mm-hmm.
So he like turns all of his lights off, but then he also has like a cutoff, so even when he brakes, it doesn't light up.
Yeah.
And this is like in the middle of the night, and he just shoots off, and like
Damn.
the cop is like flooring it, and he just goes he's already flooring it.
Yeah.
And this dude just cuts the brake lights, and he just like disappears.
Jeez.
And the cop is like going after him for like 5 more minutes, and then there's nothing, like he's gone.
That's insane.
Yeah, Hellcats are definitely something you can't mess with.
There was one, they got him later, but there was a Hellcat in Houston that outran a helicopter.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
How much
They
are
are
those like
fast.
retail?
Hellcats?
More than you can afford, pal.
I know that,
the
but I'm
retail
just
on that?
asking.
Probably like 80 grand.
Dudes who
With
work,
like dealer
dudes
markup?
who work at Whataburger really put down payments for that. That's crazy.
They put down no down payments.
$1,000 down payment, 15% interest over 6 years, $10,000 payments.
Also that they can drive their around
Oh.
Houston.
Oh damn,
Is that a little bit too much?
that's motivated.
Is
For
that
sure.
motivated?
Yeah, that's a little too much.
All
It's
right.
a little
Hey,
motivated.
Quinn, cut that out.
Hey dude, at least they have fast cars. What the fuck was I?
Speaking of hot Cheetos,
I was
let me
about to say that.
dig my
Stupid ass.
let me dig my grubby fingers into here.
Did y'all see that video I think Hoonigan posted where it was like that G37 that he was in like the burn yard, and then he like goes up onto like the sidewall and he's just riding the sidewall like he's
No.
like he's riding it like he's a skateboarder, like grinding it sort
oh
of.
my!
Like,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's
yeah.
on 2 wheels and he's just against the wall and he's just going.
Yeah, he hits it and then like flips up the back end and like
Yeah,
oh.
the bottom of his car was just up on the wall.
Can you send me that
Yeah, after
so I can insert it?
Yeah, that was tough.
I reposted that to my story. I was like, classic VQ behavior,
That is VQ behavior.
dude. Like,
I feel like dudes who drive VQs definitely manipulate their girlfriends.
yeah, dudes that drive VQs have like undiagnosed like bipolar disorder.
I
Hey,
would
I'm
get
diagnosed, so
I would get a 370.
no, I would too.
yeah, me too. But
Didn't you say they were ugly the other day?
yeah, I would still get it though.
I would
Over my
get it.
GTI, I would
I
get
just
it.
wouldn't
Are you
straight
kidding me?
pipe it.
Oh, I would.
I wouldn't straight pipe
And
it.
I'd put a pop and bang tune on it. I'd be that guy. 100%.
Yeah, how could you not?
I see. The thing is, though, is, like I see like G35 boys straight piping it with like angle kits that cost like $3,000. I'm like, what are you doing with that? I'm sorry, but that V6 doesn't make as much power as you think it does.
No, it doesn't. Super loud though.
It's super loud. Yeah, sometimes it sounds good.
Very
Usually it just sounds
rarely.
like.
Some of the loudest pops I've heard though have been from VQ, no doubt.
What's up?
What's up?
Pop. 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 Pop.
What's the most accurate car sound y'all think you can make?
Quinn's GTI.
No, it's
This is what Damon's SI sounded like. It just sounded like. Couldn't even hear the engine.
It sounded like water. Get it?
not even that, bro. Oh, I get it. I get it. Hey,
glug, glug, glug.
I get it.
No, literally, like, I wouldn't even hear the engine. All I'd hear was.
Hey, but sugar was something else, bro. Sugar was a different breed.
Dude, I can't believe literally, like, somehow you just put on like an aftermarket intake and you had the loudest blow off valve in the world.
She was so beautiful.
You didn't
I'm
even
so
get
sad.
you didn't even get a blow off valve. Just slapped an intake on there, and then
Yeah.
it was I could hear your blow off valve from 2 blocks away. You could be
So many memories in that car, bro.
You could be redlining it, and I wouldn't even hear your engine.
I'm so sad.
But if
Every time.
but if you're shifting in first gear at 15 miles an hour, I'll hear that blow off valve from a mile away.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, so.
Oh yeah.
Hey, should we shout out?
Nah, bleep that.
Oh,
it's a
okay.
little-
Well, I mean, you're literally wearing a hat, so it's.
You're gonna have to blur that the whole time.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh.
No.
Put a sensor bar on it.
Not.
Just have my logo with a red circle and a line through it.
Dude, you should when you get a new SI, you should just weld like a square of like aluminum to the blow off valve port.
Don't do that.
Make it go.
Don't do that.
No.
Yeah, it'd be so good.
I heard blow off valves are super bad on that car.
Really?
Yeah.
So what were was it stock with a bypass valve?
I have no idea.
Most turbo cars are
Probably.
Sure.
because
Yeah.
if you have a blow off valve, it throws off the
Yeah,
the map sensor.
probably then. I bet that's why people have trouble with it. They probably put it on and don't like tune it like the right way or
No,
like make
because-
the corrections needed.
Oh my god.
Because when you're
The
when
video
you're
had
not,
stopped. Okay. So the video stopped. I don't know how long it stopped.
That's
it's
fine.
all right.
That's upsetting.
It happens. Yeah. So when you're going from a bypass like recirc valve to a blow off like vent to atmosphere valve, cars used for like accounting for like the extra air that's recirculated through the intake. And I think that this might actually I mean, if you want to be a little ricey, I think this might actually help you get more pops and bangs. Because if you go from recirc to vent to atmosphere and you don't tune for it, then every time you shift, your engine's running richer, just a little richer every time you shift. Which means, you're shooting a little more fuel out the back.
Bop, bop, bop.
And
Might make a little fireball.
bad gas mileage.
Oh, terrible.
Terrible.
And when gas is $5 for premium,
I'm okay. I still have
That's absurd.
the Euro tuning tune. So I'm gonna reflash my car to run off 87 because I am not dealing with that shit. Not these prices, bro.
Oh,
That's
not in this
ridiculous.
economy.
Not in this
Oh,
economy.
good
Not in today's age.
Hey, but what do y'all think is the best like looking classic car of all time?
Okay. I'm gonna say this with
What-
sincere honesty.
I'm
the
talking like 60s, 70s.
Oh, not the 80s.
Nah, I don't know if I would consider that classic. That's still sort of like retro to me. I don't know. Even though like you still have cars from the 80s that look classic, but they're like built off of like platforms that
280, 280Z,
280Z, not
Yep.
ZX.
not ZX.
I think the
280Z.
280Z, the S30 chassis looks so much better than the S130. It's the S30 it's a little more like elegant, curvy, lighter.
Is that the one we have?
No, we have the S130.
I thought we had the SH.
Guys, I keep on forgetting that we literally own a
HS.
280.
Well, yeah, it's the same thing. The H in front of it is I think that is part of the engine code.
Cool.
But the chassis itself is just the S130. And we have the first, like the car we have is the introduction of the S130 chassis, which that chassis was meant to make it a little more of like a GT car or like a
Mhm.
touring luxury car. It was a little more comfortable, you know, not as like raw, rowdy, rambunctious. You have a little bit,
Wow.
Can
less,
I ask a question?
a little less noise,
No.
vibration.
Can I ask?
No, sorry.
Okay. I think we should set up a date for me and Ian to come down to your
LJ.
house.
I think we should set up a date for me to buy a car first.
That's okay. Well, just to go down.
I think we should set up a date for me to kick you in the head.
Okay, listen to me.
How about today?
Okay,
how
Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding.
please. Okay, can we like decide a day to go down and replace the battery, fluids, everything, and just try to start it?
Yeah,
Just that.
the weekend after I buy a car.
I'd be down for that. That's
Could-
like
No,
a,
yeah,
a
no,
few
no,
a few bucks.
no, yeah. I
Yeah.
know. Realistically, yeah, that
Split
would be
3 ways.
nothing.
That's not that much.
That'd be nothing.
Okay, so can we like set up a date maybe after we stop recording, something like that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Bet.
Provided
Set-
that, you know, we can find a way to get down there.
Do a little date
If
Yeah.
it's just for the day, I'm sure
I
we
mean,
can find a way.
Damon, when are you going back home?
tomorrow evening.
You want to go back?
If it was just a day trip, I'm sure that we could.
Maybe we could finesse
Get down
Dad. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, yeah, dude. The S30 chassis though.
Okay, yeah, but back to the point. That is one of the most beautiful cars. 280Z, 280ZX. Both of those cars are so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like when they're done right, when they got a little bit of negative camber, when they got some polished rims, you know, kind of lowered,
I'm
not too
talking
much.
just from the factory, dude. From the factory.
Yeah, even
the
then,
S30Zs are
like
like the prettiest car ever.
they
made.
are so beautiful. And that's why I don't ever want to sell ours, because that is literally a gem. Like just the
Yeah.
body. You know, looking at it as an object that I would fill full of fluid, right?
I
Like
want
that
you
is
to stop talking right now, please.
That is a beautiful
you gotta,
car.
you gotta knock it off.
Although, dude, 911s from that same era though, like
that's true.
come on, bro.
That's so true.
When I think about that,
Yeah.
oh,
Those things are also extremely, but like talking performance wise, those things, the 911s are gonna.
I like the Corvettes from that time.
That's also true. You see,
yeah, those
bro-
are beautiful. Those are beautiful.
there was never gonna be a better time period of cars than 70s.
Yeah, like during the 60s and 70s, every car like made, at least like sports car, was just like beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you have so many like sporty cars that are just ugly as shit.
Integra.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
up?
New Integra.
Integra. What's up?
Every Civic from
Yeah. New Civic.
New Civic.
Seventh
What's up?
gen
New
to
WRX.
9th
What's up?
gen to 11th gen.
WRX. What's up?
New WRX. I saw a new WRX on the road.
Terrible.
Ugly.
Huh?
First time I've seen
Why
it.
do they have the Why do they have the hexagons?
Terrible, huh?
No, yeah, first time I've seen that car like in real life. It's even worse than I imagined.
Dude, it's
even
so
worse than
bad.
it looks in pictures.
Guys,
Even worse than it
It's
looks in
so bad.
videos.
it's honestly like, how do you mess up that bad?
I've watched so many videos on that car, just talking about the design and everything. And I'm like, okay, yeah, like that's really bad. And then I saw it in person. I want to throw up, bro.
Dude, it's how?
it's literally
How do they go from the previous generation of WRXs and somehow murder it? Like actually like cold-blooded murder.
the previous.
The whole like
I
the
mean,
name of WRX STIs, how do they
Okay.
murder it?
Not even
Okay, what-
STIs because they canceled the STI.
That's
what's worse? The gap between the previous generation WRX to the new one, or the previous generation Civic to the new one?
The WRX.
WRX by
yeah,
far.
by far.
Okay, but
By
also
far.
I feel
They
like
still
I feel like
murdered the SI.
I feel like the discrepancy though is bigger with the Civic.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because I don't think
they
the old,
both dropped in
I
power.
don't think the
and they
old
both got
WRX
worse.
looked that great. Like the one right before this one, and the new one also doesn't look good.
I think
So I feel like the discrepancy is smaller than a good-looking Civic here, and then a bad-looking Civic, even though it looks better than the new WRX.
That's true. The
Do you get what I'm saying?
older SI is definitely worse, or sorry, better looking.
Are you
Like a
talking
lot
about
better.
10th gen SI or
Yeah.
10th gen Civic versus 11th gen?
Yeah.
Dude, previous gen WRX I think is like one of the coolest looking sports cars to come out
Really?
for like that stretch of model
I
year.
think
I
the
don't-
SI looks a lot better, but it doesn't matter because it's the same situation.
I
Both of
personally
th-
think the WRX looks better.
both of them
Really?
dropped in
Yeah.
power. Both of them lost good looks. I think
Yeah.
it's pretty much equivalent.
But I think the new WRX took
It took the biggest hit.
the biggest hit.
It looks like
I
an
think
SUV.
The discrepancy there is
It looks like a family
so
car.
much worse.
Because at least the SI still looks
I
a
disagree.
little bit sporty.
Hey, but what
But that's because you have like emotional connection to like SIs.
But also,
I still think they butchered the Civic.
yeah, no, 100%.
Oh.
And I still think they butchered the WRX, but I just
Yeah.
don't think it looked. I think the prior generation, the Civic looked better. Like if the Civic was a 10, I think the WRX was like a 6. And
We're
then
talking prior gen for both.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then going from a 6 to now it's like a 2. That's 4 points. And now you're going from a 10 to like a 5, and that's
It-
5 points. You get what I'm
and
saying?
the funny thing is the new Civic looks like a Subaru.
Yeah, a little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah.
It looks like
Subaru.
Looks like a Camry and a Subaru
And
and a yeah.
the
all,
rear
all
end
had an orgy.
and the
that
rear
had
end
a
of the new
crazy
WRX
baby.
looks like a Honda.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit.
What are they
What's
doing,
going
bro?
on here? Who's the father?
That's why I mean I said last episode and I don't did we ever decide to keep last episode?
It doesn't matter, just talk
no,
about it.
no. I mean, there's the audio's just bad. The video. I have some parts of the video, like maybe 30 minutes max.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just reiterate. Toyota is king right now in that segment in
Absolutely killing it.
Japanese sports cars. The GR line, dude, is extremely impressive. And say what you will about the what in
Y'all
the
want to see something I
hell
made?
is that?
I made a little gearbox. Isn't
Little-
that cool?
Little gated shifter.
Give that to Ian so he can practice.
Fuck you.
Insert the clip of Ian hopping the wheels. I made this. Yep.
It's gonna be funny. Every time we mention how bad at shifting you are, the video is just gonna go to like a little part.
Yeah, a little part of you just like fucking up big
Can I
time.
see it? Can I see it? Can I
Yeah.
see it?
I
Can
don't
I see
like
it?
it. at all.
Caleb broke this a little bit, so it's a little bit loose, but it's fun. I play with it.
Anyway, sorry, what was I saying?
I don't know. Something about WRX or
Where you brought out your little art project? No, GR line right now.
Aw.
facts. Best car on the market right now. For like driving, for car enthusiasts, all that.
It's they're consistently good, dude.
Yes.
They're consistently good. So the first GR car, I believe, like the first car that they slapped the GR badge on was the Yaris, which we don't have. That Yaris is cool as fuck.
Only for
And
Europe.
especially when you consider that like that car was only made for homologation, which means that like you want to compete in WRC, you have to produce like a certain amount of copies, like
Yeah, it has to
production.
qualify as a production car.
Yeah, it has to qualify as a production car, which means you have to make like 5,000 like sellable versions of it. I don't know how many they made, but there's like a minimum limit
Yeah.
that you have to make to
I
like.
think it's only like a few hundred.
It
Yeah.
depends. When like in Group B, which God, I really want to talk about Group B with you guys,
We
but
should talk about that one day.
I mean, we can. I don't know how much time we have left.
We've
doesn't
been
matter.
recording for like
We can talk for however long we want, and I can split it into 2 episodes. Doesn't matter.
I would really like to talk about Group B today if you guys
Damien,
have time.
do you have time?
let me see. Hold on.
But like in Group B, like the homologation rule was like you only had to make like 250 of like production models available to the public. Group A was a lot more. It was like 2,000 or something. I think WRC is, I think it's more strict than Group B was because Group B is literally known like that's why it's infamous. The homologation rules were so lax and all the restrictions were so lax that that's how they were able to make these absolute insane monsters of cars, and that's how they were able to innovate so much. I think in the WRC, you have to make like a couple thousand at least. I'll Google it in a second, but that's the reason why the GR Yaris is so cool, because it was a homologation car. They literally made it for the sole reason of being able to enter it in the WRC, and it did awesome in the WRC.
It did. I remember.
That's cool.
It
has 270, right? Around 270.
The production model is factory like 273 or something.
That's cool.
Same powertrain as the GR Corolla. Obviously, they juiced up the GR Corolla a little bit more because it's heavier, bigger. GR Yaris is a light ass car, bro.
Yeah,
It
You got
is.
a really good all wheel drive system.
And you could probably tune it to 300.
Well, that's what they did in the WRC.
Yeah.
They're not using a factory car in the WRC. They're
Yeah.
juicing that thing up,
Yeah.
bro.
So you can definitely tune it up more.
Yeah. So GR Yaris, when that came out, I think it was the first.
But the Corolla looks better, in my opinion.
Either the Supra, 100%. Either
Yeah.
the Supra or the Yaris was the first car to use a GR badge. The Yaris is impressive as hell. I don't think it looks that good, but goddamn, it performs. It's literally like made for rally. GR Supra, it uses a BMW engine.
Is the production model of the Yaris all-wheel drive?
Of the GR Yaris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to.
So with that light of a car, 270 horsepower, wheel horsepower?
Nah, 270 crank, I think.
Regardless, 250 wheel
But
horsepower.
it's light. It's going to all four wheels, and so that sounds like a
Yeah, I
good
bet
time.
that
Sounds
feels
like a good time to
real
me.
Good time.
Yeah, and everybody that's like, I've read some sort of preemptive reviews about the GR Corolla, and they're like, GR Corolla is awesome. We just wish we got the Yaris.
Yeah.
Same powertrain, same all wheel drive system, but in like a smaller package.
Why do
got to be so fun
why
to throw
do
around.
like car companies favor every other country except for America?
There's I mean,
Is it just like
there's-
restrictions in our country?
There's obviously like emissions reasons, although I don't know if the GR Yaris would break any of those rules. Also, it's just like market. Americans want bigger cars. They want cars they can put their kids
They
in.
want a big body.
Yeah,
big body,
even if
scat
it's
pack.
even if it's like a sportier car.
Yeah.
Like most Americans want something that they can, put more than two people into.
Yeah. Because
That they
we
can-
love sex.
'Cause
and
we
have
love
babies.
We love racketeering and organized crime.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Gunna, shout out Young Thug. Hope y'all beat the case, but
You seen all those TikToks?
I'm not
where it's like,
legally saying that.
Beat
See
the
all this-
race, beat the case.
Seen those TikToks where they're like me trying to be undercover on the jury for Young Thug when they play one of his songs. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
when he's like
He's like-
mouthing all the words and all this stuff.
Yeah, me when they use one of Young Thug's songs as evidence.
Yeah,
and
or
he's
you
just
see
like,
the one where it's the judge and he like pulls out a strap. Like he's up on stand, he pulls out a strap and he like puts it away. He's like,
hella fucking with it. He starts throwing slime and shit.
Yeah.
Like, throwing slat.
stack a set.
The judge starts throwing up sets, just like crazy.
The judge looks at like Thug and he's like,
Starts crip walking. Just like
"You won't
throwing
be
up.
crib walking. Come on.
Wrong gang.
Yeah, wrong gang.
No.
No, you don't.
What, is there a blood
Bro,
walk?
you never been hit with racketeering before.
is
I don't
there
wanna
a
hear it.
blood
You've
walk?
obviously never gotten RICO
Is there a
charges.
blood walk or what?
Also,
I don't think so.
If I was like a real gangster, like Young Thug and Gunna, and they brought me into a courtroom and said you're being charged with racketeering, bro, I'm clowning them for just
Yeah.
saying the word racketeering.
Yeah, what kind of word is that?
That's a
Racketeering. That's a
that's
pirate
a
ass
barrel.
word.
That's a muzzle loaded
Yeah.
powder keg.
Yeah, that's a black powder like
It's a black powder ass saying.
one of those rifles where it like gets hella big like a trumpet at the end. Looney Tunes ass rifle.
Like, y'all seen Beauty and the
Oh
Beast?
my
You know
God.
Gaston? Yeah. Shotgun he has, but it's like, like it looks like a trumpet. Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. That's, when I hear racketeering, I think of that time period, like things like that.
Like pirates
like
and
some,
shit.
some Paul Revere, the British are coming type shit.
yeah,
bro.
I think of the redcoats. I think of one if by land, two if by sea.
Oh my god.
Somebody says
I think of those
racketeering.
powdered wigs.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
somebody charges me with racketeering. I'm throwing tea into the harbor, bro.
some ivory dentures ass shit.
Yeah, if someone says racketeering, bro, I'm opposing taxes.
I'm somebody charged me with that shit. I'm playing a fiddle on the roof, bro. No cap.
I'm talking to Peter Pan. On God.
I'm playing a little what's the mini flute called?
Piccolo.
Piccolo and a banjo.
Playing a little piccolo in that thing.
And the fiddle. This shit has to stop. Oh my god!
Better not hit me with no racketeering charge, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna clown the judge on the spot if he ever tries to. What? Wait, hold up.
What the fuck did you just say? You yo ho ho ass bitch.
That's a horse and drawn carriage saying right there.
That's a pumpkin carriage ass thing.
I'm about to spread rumors by mail on horseback about your ass.
Give me my carrier pigeon, bro.
Yeah,
on God.
give me my homing pigeon. Give me that.
I'm gonna talk shit about you.
Racketeering my ass.
What is it?
Yeah,
what does
once-
racketeering even
And
mean?
once I beat the case,
it's
I'm ringing the
organized crime.
Liberty Bell on God, bro.
Racketeering is organized crime.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of like a broad term for
Yeah.
It's called like, what is it? It's called RICO because it stands for racketeering in
Racketeering
conjunction organized or something.
it's like racketeering in conjunction with others or something.
Yeah,
So
something
it's
like
just
that.
like organized.
Organized crime.
And racketeering is just like it's usually more like money based type stuff.
Yeah, like almost.
Yeah.
Selling drugs, selling weapons.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Sometimes like armed robbery.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I don't know. Theft. Wire fraud a lot of the time.
A white collar ass crime.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like you got rappers being charged with RICO charges. I'm like, I know you probably ain't killing anybody. You probably just probably
Probably laundered some money.
yeah, you wrote your checks wrong or some shit.
Did your
You
taxes
reported
wrong?
to the IRS wrong.
yeah. Young Thug in the crib misreporting his taxes.
He's just on TurboTax.
Yeah, he's like just making everything blank.
That's so funny. Laundering money has to be so easy now with NFTs.
It has to be.
I literally think that's all NFTs are.
Yeah, same.
Like, I mean, you see those like shitty ones where it's just like they steal literally like stock photos, mint them as NFTs. That's money laundering, bro. I don't care.
It
what you
has to
say.
be. You go on Adobe stock.
You take royalty free media and like sell as an NFT, like that's money laundering.
That's the same thing as taking a royalty free song or like beat and rapping over it and then getting like billions of listens. And then,
Yeah, I mean,
that's,
that's
and
how
then like making
people-
money off of it.
People inflate their net worths like that.
Yeah.
They buy a bunch of art or get a bunch of art that's like nothing,
yeah.
and then
They get an
they
appraiser
get an
to-
appraiser to come in and say, "Oh, this is worth $6 trillion."
Yep.
Yeah, no, they literally like get an appraiser, bribe them,
Yep.
you know, slip them like $100K or something, and be like, all right, I need you to go out and say that this work of art is worth 6 million. And they'll be like, all right, bet. That's all they need to do. And they're like, oh, this art appraiser, you know, super official. So this is worth
If they have a
6 million,
license,
so
Doesn't matter.
pay me 6 million. It's like
Yeah.
They can make that
it's
money,
so
bro.
easy if you're rich, bro.
Yeah, and then you can, yeah, they do that, and then they create their own charity, donate it to the charity, and then write it off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, you know one interesting thing I found out is, you know, like, have y'all watched this video? Why rich people always buy G wagons?
Oh, I've heard
Yeah.
because
Because like the tax returns.
there's
or
something with
like
like the weight
the weight
class
of the car
and the power class.
Yeah, the power class, yeah,
classifies it as like
a work vehicle or some
Yeah,
shit like
like a-
that.
like a work
if you
vehicle.
if it's registered under a corporation, you can write off the cost of the vehicle and your taxes all in the first year.
Just
Where
because if
with
it's a
other
weight,
cars, you have to spread it out over time.
Yeah. So with the G wagon, I think that like
but
if you're registering it as like a work vehicle specifically for like hauling or something, it has to be within like a certain weight class.
you can
And-
you can only keep it for like 2 to 3 years. So they keep the car for 2 to 3 years. They sell it, then they get another G wagon,
Yeah, and they
So
and
they
they
save,
get to
like,
write all that off.
$100,000, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that only helps if you're paying $100,000 in taxes.
Okay, guys, I have to pee again. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
It's running through. me.
Anyway, so
I
going
also
back
have to
talking about
pee, though.
GR real quick. So you know you got the Yaris in the lineup, cool ass car, sporty, fun homologation car. Any car that's homologation oriented
It's tough.
is gonna be a blast. And then you got the Subaru. Oh, it's automatic. Oh, it has a BMW engine.
Yeah, well,
And then you're gonna.
the GR's coming with the Supras. We're getting a manual next
Yeah,
year.
we are getting a manual. First of all, second of all, it's so funny that like the same kids that be like, oh, it's a BMW engine, are the same kids that like get wet when they see like a E46 or E36 M3.
Yeah.
That's like the same engine pretty much, bro. It's a
Yeah.
BMW i6. Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, a BMW
also-
engine? BMW makes good engines. I don't care.
Also, I think once I have big boy money, I'm getting an M4. I think that's the car.
I respect that, dude.
I keep seeing them, and they're so sexy.
Dude, German like luxury sports sedans are just
That one's the coupe.
okay. Yeah, but like it's like German like luxury sports cars. Yeah, I know a lot of them come in coupes.
Yeah.
They don't. Do they make M3 coupes anymore? Even
No,
like
I
last
think-
gen.
No, M3 is the 4-door. Like now.
Yeah,
No.
that's weird. Usually like
I know.
M3 was coupes.
Yeah.
They made M4s coupes. I don't know. I
Yeah.
still don't understand the difference between like 3 Series, 4 Series, 5 Series. I know 5 Series are usually the biggest.
I don't know either, and I don't know anything about the damn car, but it is so beautiful.
Yeah, you
I
gotta,
think it's one of the best looking cars.
I'd say if you're going to get a BMW like M car, dude, get the E92 M3. That is one of the best BMWs ever made. Has an incredible V8, incredible handling, incredible performance. I think it's one of the best looking BMW M series or M cars of all time. I think the last gen,
Not
The-
my favorite. It's I like it.
what's
It's just not my favorite.
what's the code for the last gen? It's like F80 or something.
I
don't know. The F gens, I think they probably look the best, but the E92 is got to be one of the best performing M cars of all time. E92 M3, and even if you don't get the E92 M3, E92 332i or whatever the fuck, it has a twin turbo i6. It's good, dude. It's good. It's no 2JZ, but it's a cool. Just clap.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah. So would you buy like a previous gen M4?
The one like right before the new grill.
Yeah. So yeah. I think that's the F80,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely beautiful.
I
Absolutely beautiful.
I think from a modern standpoint, that is the best looking BMW generation ever
Mhm.
made.
The
I think
F80?
if we're look the last gen before the big like beaver teeth.
yeah. Something with the design team happened, and
Hey,
all of them are terrible.
Okay, off the record. We're cutting that
Yeah,
out.
and we saw at the grocery store the other day, we saw this new generation is the G series.
hmm
We saw or G generation, whatever. We I don't know what the number is, but we saw a G M3, and like you see that thing from the side, from the back, you're like, damn. And you see
Looks
the
so
front, and
good.
It's just like I'm like, oh my
Gotta put a bag over its head before you can drive it.
That's
bro.
that's what I
God,
think of when I hear racketeering.
That shit.
No, bro, the newest gen like M cars are literally butter faces, bro.
Yeah.
And I haven't done any research on it. Can you swap the bumper like from a previous gen on it, or does it?
I don't think so. It's a whole new like chassis code.
That's so.
So I don't think
Why
it's,
would they do that? I don't think it looks like. I don't think it's a killer.
But it's
Like a
just like, why are
complete
they
killer,
so big,
but it is
bro?
obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like
Like what do you
if I
gotta
had the money, I would still consider it.
Yeah, I'm sure they make
but-
like aftermarket bumpers for it that
Yeah, but still,
don't
it's
look as
just
goofy.
it's just silly.
Yeah. But I gotta say, like if I had big boy money and I wanted like a more luxury-ish car, I would-
CTSV.
The new Blackwing.
Blackwing?
Yep.
CT5? CT4.
That's what I meant. Sorry, CT5 or CT4. CT4 is also
CT4
very
would
good
probably be a lot better on the track.
on the track. Yes, because it's a lot
CT5
lighter.
5 is just like a
Okay.
burnout machine.
M3 or an ATS-V coupe.
ATS-V coupe.
I'd still-
Easy.
I'd still get an M3.
No, ATS-V coupe. That shit would outperform every time. I guarantee.
I don't get. I think the M3 just
The
looks
M3
too,
looks a lot
It
better.
looks too sexy, bro.
It does. But performance-wise,
That's such a
fun-wise,
good-looking car.
twin turbo V6,
If I were to buy any like
American-made twin turbo V6,
Luxury.
can't get past that.
sort of like sporty luxury car, it would definitely be a BMW M. I don't care. Like I'm a JDM guy for life, but like they don't know how to like make like good luxury cars that also perform well.
I mean the
RC,
Lexus.
RCF.
RCF LC500, yeah, sure, but
Yeah,
those
few and far
powertrains
between.
and like they just don't stand up to
Also,
to
TLX
BMWs.
is super sexy car too.
Type S.
Dude, those
Yeah.
things are
I-
so
I think
beautiful.
that looks really good.
Yeah,
I think that
Those
looks
things
really good.
are
but yeah, they're still just not on par with those Euro cars. Of
Yeah,
the
once
same
you're getting
class.
into BMW M's, like there's something different. Like you got to
Yeah.
admit.
Hey, but the ATS or sorry, CT4V is on par with those performance wise. Like I can bring up numbers. Like I've looked at it.
I don't
They
know, like,
are on par.
power-wise, but
No, performance around like the Nürburgring and stuff like that. They either perform as well or outperform.
okay. Just think those BMWs
They do look a lot better.
they look so good.
Yeah, once I have 80 grand to spend on a car, I'll start I'll start thinking a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
harder
then we
about
can
it.
really
start arguing about it.
Yo,
I'll start thinking a little
Can't
harder
even
about
afford a
it.
Civic right now.
Yo, I saw a TikTok where a dude had basically out like he talked to grandma down. I don't even know what I'm saying. Never mind.
Okay,
All right,
very
that's
nice.
Oh no. Okay. So
Well played.
a dude found a grandma selling an ATS-V and talked her down like $10,000 manual
That's mean.
ATS-V and basically just stole the car from her because her son-in-law died. So this dude basically out-talked to grandma $10,000 for her dead son-in-law's ATS-V.
Legend.
That's
Good on you,
villainous.
bro.
No,
that's what I
villainous.
like to see.
No,
No.
that's
That's
a
what I
crime.
like to see.
That's
You're on it.
morally wrong.
Yeah,
I don't care.
That's
that dude
so
got a
foul.
manual ATS-V. What?
that's so foul.
That's a crime.
What?
That's
No.
so rude.
ATS-Vs are so sexy.
so
if it
evil.
was a regular person, an old lady that just lost her son or son-in-law or whatever,
That's literally evil, bro.
That's
Why
a
are you
crime.
trying to defend that? Seriously.
Hey, shout out to you, bro. You're kind of hard
why
for that.
Why are you promoting this behavior?
Hey,
Quinn?
I'm promoting
Hey,
it.
cut his mic. Cut his mic.
Yeah,
No, I'm literally
nah,
editing.
Quinn, cut your mic. Quinn,
This
cut
is
your
straight
mic.
toxic.
I might
You're so-
actually have to cut my mic
You're
because
so foul for that.
I'm pretty right now, so I don't really
Yeah,
know
well,
what I'm
there
saying.
you go. Yeah, cut that.
Cut
too.
that out too. Hey, cut that out.
Also, you can't be saying that shit out loud.
I'm not.
Respectfully.
Okay, continue.
But yeah. Anyway, what my point is, the Supra has a BMW engine. Aw, are you so mad that that Toyota didn't put a 30-year-old engine into that?
Yeah.
Are you so mad they didn't put a 2JZ in it? Go buy one then.
Yeah.
If you have the money to buy the 6-cylinder Supra, not the 4-cylinder. 4-cylinder starts like what, 40 MSRP?
Yeah. Something like
Hey,
that.
but it's still got the same body,
yeah,
and that body's sexy.
still pretty car, but
I don't care.
it's like buying a V6 muscle car,
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like buying an EcoBoost Mustang.
people are gonna
which
call
I
that
which I still would do.
Yeah, I would buy that too. It's
Facts.
a cool ass car.
facts.
You got a Mustang with a turbo in it, please.
Yeah.
But like if you got 50,000 to drop on a Mark V,
That shit hurt.
Yeah. Sorry. You can. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to afford it if it had a 2JZ in it.
Yeah.
like yeah, like
Also,
and also if you wanted that
emissions.
bad, then spend 10,000 less, buy a 4-cylinder Supra, and then buy a 2JZ, put it in there.
Yeah.
Tons of people do
Facts.
that. Oh, you want a 2JZ so bad? Aw.
Buy one then,
Buy one.
loser.
Like they're everywhere. People literally build 2JZs from the ground up, bro. People have 2JZs figured out.
they just have like the engine,
You
just
can,
the cylinders.
you can buy entire built ready to go like turnkey
Yeah.
2JZs, which means you literally just got
Just
to wire
drop
it
it.
and turn it on. You can buy those for like 10,000.
Dang, really?
Yeah, depending on how built they are. You know, if it's pretty minimally built, then
Dang. Bro, maybe the move is to just get a car with a blown engine for like $2,000 and just slap a 2J in.
Never heard of that concept once.
Dude, that might be the move though. Think
been
about
done.
it.
Never been done. Damon came up with
better
the
yet,
idea.
Buy a 1J. They're even cheaper, bro. Guess what? The 1J is even cheaper because it doesn't have like people sucking its dick all the time.
Yeah, also it's not very uncommon for car companies to collab with one another and jointly make a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subaru and Toyota.
Like I bet you someone driving an 86 drives past an STI and is like, "Oh, I hate Subaru. They're the worst car manufacturer on this planet."
Bro, your car literally
You're
has
driving a
Subaru
Subaru.
stamped on it.
You are driving a Subaru right now.
Like, I'm sorry, if you want to get your engine serviced, you have to go to a Subaru dealership.
You
bro.
do.
like Toyota's not going to help you.
Yeah, they don't
And
know how to
like-
work flat fours.
Yeah, or you know, like 3000 GT VR4. That's a Dodge car, bro.
Yeah,
That's a Dodge.
yeah.
Or a Eclipse GSX. That's a Dodge.
People are just mad because the Supra's never gonna be what it was because it's obviously a legend, and people wanted it to be a legend again, and it's just not.
Like, I'm sorry,
it's
bro.
not gonna get there again. Not in the same way. At
I'm
least.
sorry that Toyota doesn't want to spend like $1 billion developing like a 3JZ. Like, do you know how much money, like how much R&D they put into the 2JZ? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, like they earned that. Like it got the status of like literally like the most legendary engine of all time. Even like if it doesn't perform as well, like that, like people hear 2JZ, they know exactly what you're fucking talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh, dude,
2JZ engine,
Wanna-
no shit.
one of Lauren's friends, her husband, and I played basketball the other day. He's got a SC300 with the 2JZ in it.
Hell
No
yeah.
way.
Yeah,
That's tough.
it's an automatic though,
Oh, not a GT. Ooh, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Slap a turbo on then, pussy.
bro. That's what he said. It was an automatic though. So.
Yeah. Oh, manual swap it then.
I think
Buy a Supra Trans. It's
I don't
not
care,
that hard.
dude. Buy it. Buy it.
It's not that hard.
Get
It's
some
not that
money.
hard. Just do it and put the transmission in and buy it.
So yeah, like you.
All right, I think Quinn's done.
Yeah, Quinn.
I'm clocked out.
I don't even want you to talk anymore.
It's been very fun. Damon's back. I'm gonna rewatch this and cut out basically everything for the past 40 minutes.